Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me well. Welcome to this Vinyasa flow. My name is Elisa, and I'm going to guide you today through your practice. So today's class is gonna focus on, make sure you get a good, up orbit, get some sweat, up and going. And we will work also with repetitions. So what happens sometimes when we do repetitions, essentially like we become more fluid in the movement, but at the same time we are able to lose ourselves into the movement and also to build up the type of nice sweat that we are seeking in this class. So I hope you will have fun. Always remember, if you have at home some blocks, that you can always more than welcome to use your blocks and to take variation of posture whenever there is the option to maybe have a different experience around your mat. Having said that, we will need blocks for balancing after, but we will start in child pose. So for now you can park your block onto the side. So we will bring the big toes together, widen the knees as wide as the mat, and allow our arms to extend forward, resting our forehead on top of the mat, maybe resting also our rib cage towards the inner thighs, just feeling discontent, and allowing ourselves to just sink a little bit deeper. So also while you're here, you want to use this chance, this moment, to fully allow yourself to center, to arrive on top of the mat. What sometimes you hear in class, take your time to arrive. Meaning that you want to take that moment to gift yourself with this space. So allowing the distractions surrounding you maybe to fade away, to dissolve, focusing only on how you're feeling. And a great tool to help us in this journey of focusing on how we feel is definitely our breath. So you want to tune in on how you're breathing today. Allowing your breath to become deep. Almost if it could travel all the way towards the sitting bones and then flowing all the way out of your nostrils. I like to imagine the breath like the ebb and flows of the water of the ocean. So maybe you can embody this sensation. Maybe feeling the breath traveling all the way down to the belly, expansion of the belly, rib cage and chest. And as you exhale, feel the air leaving your chest, the rib cage, and then the belly. Inhaling, belly, rib cage and chest. Exhaling, chest, rib cage and belly. Taking a moment here also to tune in, feel how your body feels. Maybe setting an intention for your practice. I always say try to make it really in present tense. In present tense, not because we want to speak about the grammar, but because if we say, I am love, I am centered, what will happen is just already happening through your words. When we add elements like I want or I wish, we create distance. On the next inhalation, gently start to push your fingertips into your mat, creating these spider fingers, lifting the elbows from the floor, allowing your shoulder blades to slide back. So you want to avoid elevation too much, just allowing your neck to have some space. Taking a breath here. And on the next inhalation, you want to start to walk your hands towards the right side of the mat, feeling the nice stretch into the left side. Gentle compression into the right side of your spine, really feeling the length, playing with your edges, your boundaries here, what is available for you today. So maybe you land somewhere in the very first instance
And then you notice you can walk your hands slightly more. So just feel. One last breath here. When you're ready, we walk back to center, inhale, and we start to walk our hands towards the left side. Alrighty. Also here, feeling the stretch. Maybe notice if there is a different sensation from the right and the left. Possibly it can always happen. And when you're ready, inhale, come back to center. Take one last moment here. Gazing between your thumbs, pushing yourself all the way up into your hands and knees, tabletop position, spreading your fingers wide, making sure that you activate that Hasta Bandha, right? The strong bandha that connects us to the floor and activate our hands. Wrist under the shoulders, hip are in over your knees, and the knees are hip distance apart. And we start gently like to make circles with our body. So maybe tune in by closing your eyes. At the same time, as we are making circle, you might notice some pressure into the wrist. We are warming up our wrist. So you want to make sure that your hands are really activated, meaning that the fingertips are pressing into the mat and the first knuckle is pressing into the floor. I know it's not always hard. It's hard, it's not always easy. So you want to create these suction cups into your hands. And when you're ready, you start to change the sides of your circles, activating there. And today, as I said at the beginning, we are going to build that sweat. So you might feel that sometimes some exercises or some of the asanas might challenge your mind. So just be aware of that and be playful. Remember always to be that child at the first experience of new things. And when you're ready, just come back to center, neutral spine, and we start to move the fingers towards the corners of the mat. So opening like duck feet. And we start to swing gently from side to side. You want to also here enter gently onto the wrist, and according like what time in the day it is and which type of activities we do during our life, we might feel is slightly more difficult, or maybe it's more tense. So just be aware and just feel what is available for you today. So when we're ready, we come back to center, fingers pointing towards the front, and we just take a couple of rounds of cat and cow. So we start to floss our spine. My invitation is like try to make this cat and cow as naturally as they can possibly be. So try to close your eyes, inhaling, tailbone reach up, belly drop, chest open, gaze forward. And on the exhalation, you want to start to round your spine, take your tailbone under, navel towards the spine, chest, reach up, separating the shoulder blades, gaze towards the back of the mat, maybe closing your eyes. Inhaling for your cow, tailbone reach, belly drop, chest open, gaze forward. Exhaling for your angry cat. Remember the activation of the hands. You want to press this first knuckle down, fingertips as well, to alleviate the weight into your wrist. Last two. Inhale up for your cat, for your cow, sorry. Exhale for your cat. Last one. Maybe make it slightly slower, articulating really every movement from the spine. Long, long inhale for your cow. And a very long exhale from your cat. So really feeling the spine is sucking, like moving one vertebra at a time. When you're ready, come back to a neutral spine, to center. So we start straight away. We jump into the cold waters straight away. We will have some moments to catch up our breath, but we jump straight away into the cold water. So we start by extending the legs back, tucking the toes under, prepare for our plank pose. Plank pose, we want to spread the fingers wide, really having the eye of the elbows maybe facing a little bit towards the front of the mat, protraction of the shoulder, core in, tailbone pointing towards the back of the mat, heels towards the bottom of the mat. So we are going to tap our shoulder for 10 times. Normally what we see a lot is opposite shoulder tap. This time is going to be same shoulder tap. What will happen is like most likely that a lot will start to lift or move a lot with the bum or with the spine. You want to try to keep the integrity into your body.
So we start for 10. So inhale, left hand, left shoulder, right hand, right shoulder, left hand, left shoulder. 4, 5, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right. Keep that core engaged. Left, left, right, right. Last one. Left tapping, reaching down. Right tapping, reaching down. Whew, knees on top of the mat. Come back, sit back, and maybe just shake your arms and wrists now. Whew. Giving like some nice swings, like some little massage here. Like we feel already the intensity into the shoulder. So we come back in our hands and knees. This time, on the next inhalation, left arm is reaching forward, right leg is reaching back. Instead to just focus on lengthening, we want to find a back bend. So you want to open the chest forward, so balancing, pointing the toes, and when you're ready, crunching into the middle. Exhale, knee to elbow around your spine, 5 of those. Inhale, reach and open. Inhale, exhale, crunching. Inhale, opening. Exhale, crunching here. Last 2. Inhale, open and reach. Find that back bend. Exhale, crunch. Last one. Inhale, open. Open, hold for 1 breath. Exhale, crunch. Hold for 1 also here, pressing into the hand. And bring both hands down, both knees onto the floor. We move to the other side. So ground your left hand, activate the Hasta Bandha. Inhale, right arm is reaching, left leg is reaching. Already work here to open. So you want to point your toes instead and flex. Point, open. Exhale, crunching into the middle. Inhale, reach, hand open, smile. Exhale, crunch into the middle too. Inhale, reach and open, find a beautiful length. Exhale, crunch into the middle. Inhale, open, last 2, crunch. Last one, we hold. So inhale, open, back bend, hold here. Imagine like you're creating this beautiful rainbow shape. Exhale, crunch into the middle, hold. Both hands onto the mat, both knees down. Tucking your toes. We start to move for our first downward facing dog. First, lift your knees just for 2 breaths from the mat. I would say in class, higher you go, easier it gets. So you want to keep the knees very, very close to the floor. Activate the core. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. Never more was searched a downward facing dog. So you want to pedal your feet here, spreading the fingers wide, external rotation of the shoulder. Allow your neck to be nice and relaxed. Lengthening your spine. Bend your knees if you need to. Hips are reaching towards the ceiling. All right. And when you really find that stillness in your downward facing dog, remember to have this sensation of the navel moving towards the spine, so there is a gentle activation there. But also you want to find this long, long line with your spine. So the most juiciness is really coming from there. When you're ready, inhale, gaze between the hands, bend the knees, and start to walk your feet forward. All right. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, we fold. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Arms are reaching up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart, Samastiti. Take 1 moment, catch your breath, activate your Ujjayi breath. If it's in your practice, we will start to flow. We will start to build this stamina up, starting with the Surya A. And we will catch the speed as we go. So start by grounding your feet. Inhale, both arms are reaching all the way up. Find that length. Suck the belly in. Exhale. Tilt from your pelvis, forward fold, Uttanasana. Bend your knees if you need to. Weight into your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen here. Crown of the head is reaching forward. Both hands down. Exhale. Step your right foot back, left foot back for your first plank of today. So we start in progression. Suck the belly in, tailbone light towards the back. We did it before. Exhale, both knees on top of the mat. Bend the elbow towards the back of the mat, all the way down for your Chaturanga. Hands under your shoulder. Press the top of the feet on top of the mat. Elbows pointing back. Inhale, come into your cobra. Open the chest. Exhale, release down. Take your toes under. Hands and knees, downward facing dog. Exhale. Breathe here.
2 breaths into your down dog, maybe 3, according to the length of your breath. And when you're ready, gaze between the hands. We take a big step forward this time with the right foot, left foot follow, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, arms are reaching all the way up, lengthen here. Exhale, hands in front of the heart, Samasthiti here. Other 2 to go, we add some speed as we move. Inhale, both arms are reaching up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Ground your hands into the mat, stop. Option to step back into your plank. Maybe next one we will jump, so just prepare. Option knees on top of the floor or off the floor for your Chaturanga. Exhale, shift the weight forward, bend your elbows for your Chaturanga, 90-degree angle in line with your shoulder. When you're ready, roll on the top of the feet, come all the way up for your up dog or for your cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Catch your breath, 2 breaths to go. The last one will be a little bit more spiced up. And when you're ready, gaze between the hands. Now, option to step again or jump forward. When we jump forward, we want to come a little bit higher, so on the ball of our toes, bending the knees, and really see if you can shift more weight into the hands in order to have a soft landing as you jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, arms are reaching all the way up, reaching, reaching, reaching. Exhale, hands in front of the heart, Samasthiti. Last one, we speed up a bit. So even more. Inhale, both arms are reaching up. Let's start to build that heat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on top of the mat. Step or jump for your Chaturanga this time. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo. 2 breath down dog. Catch that breath. Find that speed as we move. Come on the top of your toes, bend the knees, gaze between hands, step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms are reaching up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Samasthiti here. We take a break here. We catch some air and we reconnect with our breath. And we add on. So open your eyes if your eyes were closed. We start by bending the knees, bringing the big toes together. Legs are together, ears slightly apart. Start to bend the knees, brush the mat with your fingers. Belly in, tailbone down, chair pose. Hands can be always in front of the heart. First, find integrity into your chair. Then eventually you can extend the arms up. Breathe here. Sit a little bit deeper on exhalation. Feel your thighs working super hard. Exhale, both hands down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, ground your hands. Step or jump back for your Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reach all the way back and up. 3-legged dog. Open your hip, pin dog. On exhalation, keep your shoulder in one line. Find this nice opening into the hip. Maybe take circles with your hip. Open, open, open. And if you started clockwise into your circle, next circles anti-clockwise, just to floss that hip. When you're ready, inhale, 3-legged dog. Shift your weight forward, step the right foot close to the right thumb, coming all the way up into your eye lunge. Breathe here. Find the square into the hips, bending the front knee towards that pinky toe. Really come high onto your back foot. You can always come onto your knees if you want to. Actually, it's a very nice exercise to just feel the engagement of the legs as we come up. Breathe here. Last 2 breaths. Exhale, both hands down. Step back for your plank. Exhale, Chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog, open, chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. We go to the other side. Inhale, left leg reach all the way back and up. Bend the knee, pin dog. Start to floss the hip. Start to make those circles all the way around. And when you're ready, inhale, 3-legged dog, lengthen. Shift the weight forward, come on the ball of the right foot, and step your left foot close to the left thumb. Ground, prepare, foundation, engage your core,
Come all the way up, high lunge. Breathe here, maybe do a little bit of a check. Bringing the right knee back. And see if you can lift it back up, feeling that the engagement behind your left leg becomes slightly different, right? We feel more burning happening here. Exhale, both hands down. Step back for your plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog, open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Whew. I don't know, I feel I'm starting to build up that heat, that honey that we speak about sometimes in yoga. Bending the knees, gaze between the hands. Remember, try to jump as softly as you can. All right, jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folds. Inhale, feet together, heels slightly apart. Start to bend your knees, chair pose. Squeeze those legs, really feel the activation into your thighs. If you can, see if you can lift all the toes from the mat, just balancing on top of your heels. Arms is reaching up, suck that belly in. See a little bit deeper. Ooh, my glutes, they're saying like, yeah, here we are. I guess also for you. Exhale, forward fold. Ooh. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, both hands down, step or jump back for your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reach all the way back and up. Three-legged dog, bend the knee, open for that peeing dog. Find the opening to the hip. Try to keep the shoulder in one line. Inhale, three-legged dog, lengthen. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Hold it here, maybe outside of your tricep. Just feel. Inhale, three-legged dog, lengthen. Whew. Exhale, step the right foot close to the right thumb. Inhale, come all the way up, high lunge. Opening here. Yeah, it's hard. Ooh. Find that square, find the hip square. When we're ready, exhale, both hands down. This time, place the right foot outside of your right hand. So you want to have like almost a lizard position. Both hands are under your shoulder, just guiding the hips down. So we will add some dynamic movement here in order to build even more that hit. So on the next inhalation, press the hands down. Exhale, switch and jump the left foot outside of the left hand. What? Yes, yes, all right. We take just two of those. Inhale, press down, we change, right foot, right hand. What? Last two, so it's like now is the left side. All right, left, one jump. Imagine that you want to lift yourself from the core every time you jump back and forward. And then we jump for one last time, the right foot outside of the right hand. Alrighty, that was quite enough. So we step the right foot close to the left one for our plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So remembering this dynamic movement, because of course, we say in Italian, there is no two without a three. So, and means that we are going to do it on the other side too. So on the next inhalation, left leg reach all the way back and up, three-legged dog, opening to your peeing dog, flossing that hip, find that hip opening, really keeping the hips in one line. And when you're ready, square the hips down, three-legged dog, shift the weight into your hands, step the left elbow with the left knee, maybe the left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog, lengthen. Woohoo! Stepping forward, left foot, left thumb. Inhale, coming up for your high lunge. Square the hips, find that balance. Alrighty. Whew. Catch that breath. And when you're ready, exhale, both hands down. We have a couple of other jumpy. So we want to place the left foot outside of the left hand. Hips are pointing towards the front. You want to already find here a little bit of depth into your hips. Adding this bouncing means also you want to add some dynamic movement, but with control. So engaging the upper body, engaging your core as we swing between right and left for 2 times complete. So inhale here, exhale, step your right foot close to the right thumb. Breathe in, exhale, left foot outside of the left thumb. Last round, right foot outside of the right hand. And last one, left foot outside of the left hand. Alrighty, stepping the left foot back for your plank. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog.
Prepare for stepping forward. I hope you're warmed up because I feel my sweat. So I come on the ball of the feet, bending knees, gaze between the hands, stepping or jump forward, no sound, hopefully. In a halfway lift, exhale, fold. Bending the knees, preparing into a chair pose. Say like, yeah, a child pose, I will like to catch it now. And you just want to really keep this integrity of your spine. This time, maybe place the hands in front of the heart. We come on the tippy toes. So this one requests quite an amount of leg engagement. So you want to come onto your toes. Maybe you come a little bit higher and it's okay. See if you can sit a little bit deeper. Woo, burning here. And when you're ready, place the heels down. Come all the way up, exhale. Shake your legs. By now they might need it after all these jumps. All right, so we move towards the floor now, adding some core work. So just squat yourself all the way onto the floor. So in order to prepare for some back bend, sometimes like we have, yeah, nice Daisy, it's like we want to have like quite an active core. I will not hide you that core exercises are not always bread and butter, but they help us to keep our spine healthy and also to sit in a healthy way. So you want to place your hands behind your hips, fingers pointing towards yourself. Inhaling both knees into the chest, like if you were moving into Navasana, so same concept, you want to balance on top of your sitting bones, opening the chest. We have 10 reps of those, so inhale in, exhale, extend down. Inhale, come up 2, exhale down, 3, 4, 5. 5, woo, 4, 3, oh mama, 2, and 1, and I am done for now. So we shake the legs. I want to think, okay, we got a core. That's good. So another one. So if you catch my classes, you know that core work is something that I like because as we age, it's important to keep an active spine. So this one is slightly different. So it's like you want just to extend your arms aside of the body, legs are pointing towards the ceiling. What happens sometimes when we lift up, we have the tendency to lift everything, right? So you lift also the middle back from the spine. Actually, here we're going to do just 5 of those. You want just to lift the legs up by contracting your core and lift from here. So it's quite intense and the lift will look very small and it's all right. So from here, inhale in, exhale, prepare for 1 up, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And somebody told me like, yeah, there were 5, they became 10. Yeah, just because we were already swinging, so why don't take the chance? Let's sit back, come all the way up, adjusting my mic here. So from here, crossing the ankle. The microphone went off. So crossing the legs in front of you, placing the hands in front of your knees and just step back for your plank pose. Exhale, Chaturanga down, inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We move for our flow. This one is a little bit more dynamic. We will use repetition here. So inhale, right leg reach all the way back and up. Exhale, tap with your right knee, the left elbow. Inhale, come up. 3-legged dog. Exhale, tap with the right knee, the left elbow, extend the right leg out, almost fallen triangle. Left arm is reaching all the way towards the front, opening to your fallen triangle here. Okay, both hands down. 3-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, shift forward, fallen triangle. This time stay here. We add a push-up. Say, exhale, shift the weight into your hands, bend the elbows, push up, inhale, come up, fallen triangle, open the chest toward the ceiling, the left arm is reaching toward the front of the mat. Exhale, both hands down. Woo. Inhale, come all the way up, 3-legged dog. Inhale, step the right foot close to the right thumb. Alrighty, inhale, up, high lunge.
Then we understood the repetition where they were standing here. So from here, exhale, both hands down. We step back in our down dog. This time we move to the other side. Inhale, left leg reach all the way back and up, three-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward, tap that right elbow, crossing over, twisting. Inhale, three-legged dog, lengthen. Exhale, this time step. Tap your right elbow, step the left foot out, open for your forearm triangle. So hips are reaching up, chest it's opening, right hand towards the front of your mat. Exhale, both hands down, three-legged dog, lengthen. Now we prepare for that push-up, that weird push-up. Inhale here, exhale, shift forward, fallen triangle, and we start to bend both elbows down for our Chaturanga. Inhale, come up, opening fully in our fallen triangle, open here. Open, 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 keep balancing on top of the other edge of your right foot, both hands on top of the floor, three-legged dog here. All right, stepping forward, left foot close to the left arm. Come all the way up. Whoa, that was something. We're going to add up some spices from here. So exhale, both hands reach towards the floor. We take our Vinyasa now. So step the right foot back, left foot together. Bend the elbows for your Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Option here to take a child pose. We're going to indeed put more cayenne into this dish. So you would feel that intensity is going to get slightly up. No worries, always chance to stop and reboot. When you're ready, inhale, right leg reach all the way back and up, three-legged dog. Exhale, shift the weight forward, tap the left elbow here. Inhale, three-legged dog, lengthen. Exhale, now fallen triangle, we did it before. Left arm reach towards the front of the mat, opening the hips here. Exhale, both hands down, three-legged dog. Exhale, now fallen triangle push up first, elbows push down, inhale, push yourself up, open the chest towards the ceiling for the full expression of the pose. Beautiful. Exhale, both hands down, gaze down, inhale, three-legged dog. Step your right foot close to the right thumb, prepare. Inhale, both arms are reaching up, high lunge. That was something. Arm side of the body, exhale, prepare for your aeroplane lunge. So you want to shift enough weight into your right foot. Make sure the right knee is nice and bent and you are not overcharging here so that your knee is not over your ankle. When you're ready, exhale, fly your back foot for your warrior three. Hand can be in front of the heart, side of the body, flexing the back foot, keeping the hips square down. You can always micro bend your standing leg. When you're ready, start to bend both knees, guiding the left knee into your chest. So we're going down, we're taking the elevator into a modified pistol squat. So everybody's saying, what? Yes, that's what it is. So you can start to bend both knees. You don't have to extend the legs, so you keep maybe the knee into the hands, and you start to bend both knees. When you start to bring your left knee in the height of the right one, you want to extend it and gently sit all the way back, keeping the left ankle into your hands. Whoop. Yes, nice, fantastic. So from here, just modified Aeron. If you haven't did the Aeron pose in class, what we do, we just grab this leg and we keep it a little bit closer. We had some spices here. So you grab the left toe with index and middle finger, close it with the thumb. Inhale, right arm is reaching all the way up and back. So we had just a twist. Breathing here. All right, bring yourself back to center. Grabbing that ankle, we have to come up. We have to take the elevator up to the top floor. So personally, I cannot do it. So what I do normally, I help myself with the hands on top of the mat, lifting my hips up, bending both knees, and just gently bring them together and come all the way up. I wish I had that strength into my leg. Unfortunately, I don't. And I take a big step back with my left leg to end up in my lunge again. So we move into a couple of Skandasana sequence. So we want to stretch the front leg, open the feet to the short part of the mat. Toes are out, heels are in. And what I like to invite you is like to add some swing and some swag as we move. So you want to start your bend your right knee, then bend the left one, maybe add some movement with the arms, like if you were brushing with your fingers the floor, like ooh, brushing here. So just gently move from side to side. And when you're ready, when you're on your left side, entering into your full Skandasana, maybe placing the hands on top of the mat, lifting the toes up of the right foot, maybe lifting the hands and pressing in front of the heart. Wherever you are, choose the option of Skandasana that is better for you. That might be even to lift the heel from the floor. So right here, we are a little bit higher. Breathe here. Whew. We move to the front of the mat. So try to keep your Skandasana low now. So both feet down, bend the knees. Imagine you are swiping something very close and you want to look. And then we come on the front of the mat. Low lunge, hands down, step back into your downward facing dog. We have a couple of repetitions to take here. So inhale, left leg, reach all the way back and up. Exhale, cross it over, tap your right elbow. Inhale, up, inhale. Exhale, fallen triangle, open. Hips towards the sky, right hand towards the front of the mat. Exhale, both hands down. Woohoo. Three-legged dog. Now we do the push-up first. So enter into your fallen triangle stand. Exhale, elbows push all the way down. Inhale, push yourself up. Open the hips towards the sky. Fallen triangle, beautiful. Exhale, both hands down. Three-legged dog, inhale. Prepare, step the left foot close to the left arm. Prepare to that beautiful eye lunge. All right, arm side of the body. We are going to lunge, aeroplane lunge. Weight into the left foot, shift that weight forward. When you're ready, exhale, fly the back leg, warrior three. And remember, you can always use blocks. I forgot it, I had it here, but that was the purpose of these blocks. So you can always place blocks under your hands to support you. Hips are squared, toes down, hands in front of the heart. Bend both knees, one-legged mountain, right knee into the chest, preparing for taking the elevator towards the floor. So we want to start to bend the left knee. Same time, squatting down. As soon as the knees are almost in the same line, you want to start to extend your right foot, maybe grabbing the ankle, and sit all the way down. Pistol squat, yes, yes, yes. I can be that one leg is stronger than the other, so the other one felt super easy and this one felt super challenging, and it's all right. So from here, we just nicely grab the right thumb with the right index and middle finger, close it with the thumb, and open the left arm all the way back. Opening here, find this nice opening onto the side. Remember, this one is always possible into a twist. We're twisting already here, but then it would become slightly more intense if we do it in the opposite direction. Come back to center, inhale, grabbing that foot. All right, I told you I cannot come up, so I can't. So what I do, I place my hands behind my hips and I just lift myself up. Stepping both feet together, lifting all the way up, and step my right foot back. All right, for my high lunge, inhale up. I'm preparing for my Skandasana, so opening the feet towards the short part of the mat, toes out. And I start just to, to swipe the floor like we did before, imagining like you're swinging from side to side, adding a little bit of motion. Imagine you're dancing here. So you want to have the nice sensation. And when you're ready, adding up to the back of the mat, bending the right knee, maybe placing the hands on top of the mat. Maybe lifting the left toes towards the left knee here for your version of Skandasana. Maybe hands in front of the heart. Skandasana gives us so many options. You can also take a twist, a bind from here. So much can be done. So remember for yourself, every time you're in Skandasana, also in class, you can always flare up or like bring some new flavor to your practice. Exhale, both hands down, lift the hips, maybe hips very, very low, and then we transition to the front of the mat. Stepping the right foot back, left foot joints. Exhale, Chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog, open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one last jump forward, preparing for our bridge. Gazing between the hands, bend the knees, step or jump between your hands, jump forward to seated. Yes, extend the legs back towards the front of the mat, and we prepare for our bridge. So you want to bend the knees, place the feet close to your bum cheek, and you want to relax your shoulders and your back on top of the floor. If you have a block, this is a very nice exercise for engagement of the inner thighs to avoid that you flare your knees up and you open, so that strains a lot the knees. And we start to guide ourselves all the way towards the floor, relaxing the back, making sure that the feet are close enough for our middle fingers to brush the heels. Shoulders are placed on top of the mat, back of the skull is on the floor, neck is super relaxed, so you have space. On the next inhalation, start by pressing the feet onto the floor, tucking the tailbone under. So I always imagine if I have a bowl of soup, I'm splashing it onto my navel. And then I start to lift the lower, middle, and upper back towards the ceiling, keeping squeezing the inner thighs together, right? Remember, this block is super important. We cannot let it go. And you keep balancing here by on top of your shoulder and back of the head, and focusing on the lifting the hips as much as your body allows you today. So keep lifting, engaging those glutes. And when you're ready, middle back, lower back goes onto the floor. Maybe bringing the knees into the center, heels out for a moment to relax. You can always drop the knees from side to side. And when you're ready, we go for another round. So if the block for you was very useful, because you notice that sometimes you open your knees too much, my invitation is like to keep it in. And you want to bring the feet again back in a nice position so that you can touch it with the middle finger. Tuck the tailbone under, lower, middle, upper back goes up. Lifting the chest. Maybe interlacing the fingers behind the back, but this one can be intense for some, especially if you already feel some pressure behind your head, never on your neck. So it's your option. Opening here. Last breath. And when you're ready, release your hands. Maybe bringing upper, middle, and lower back onto the floor. Remove the block if it's still between your legs. Knees inward, feet outward towards the outside. Relaxing for a moment here. And we can start to drop the knees from side to side. Entering the last pose of today. It is a gentle twist. So open your arms like a big T, guiding your knees into your chest. Maybe also here, give yourself the chance to massage your lower back, like take this little moment to add some extra massage. And when you're ready, scoop the hips towards the right, allowing the knees to drop onto the left side of the mat, gazing over the right shoulder, breathing here, smiling maybe with your eyes closed. Take just 2 breaths. And when you're ready, come back to center. Inhale, and we change sides. So we scoop, and we drop towards the right. Gazing over the left shoulder. Breathe here. When you're ready, inhale, knee towards the center. Squeeze yourself for one last time all the way up. And exhale, entering your Shavasana, guiding your feet towards the opposite corner of the mat. Dropping the toes out. Arms as wide as you need them to be. Relaxing the shoulder down, shoulder blades flat and nice. Maybe rock your head from side to side and then find the perfect position for entering your Shavasana. And you can stay in this Shavasana for as long as your body needs to. I want just to invite you to take it all in. And thank you for being with me today. I enjoy you a lovely day, and I see you soon, online or live. Have fun. Namaste. Bye.